theory syllabus also. Sanjay Batra sir के syllabus में ionic equilibrium में pH meter is there, right? Measuring the pH. ठीक है, तो basically pH metering means measurement of pH of any given unknown solution. ठीक है, so today we will not focus much on the exact experiment we want to do. We'll just discuss about some basic concepts which is related with pH metry. ठीक है, और pH को मेजर करने के लिए लैब में which instrument do we use, और उस इंस्ट्रूमेंट में क्या क्या है, और उस how that instrument works, क्या क्या components है उसके, all these things we're going to discuss today. Bachche, can you see the presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. pH metry or pH measurements, right? So all the things which we're going to discuss here in this particular topic, where you're going to study almost similar type of these things in your semester 3, where you're going to study electrochemistry. ठीक है, क्योंकि जो भी हम इंस्ट्रूमेंट हम यहाँ पे यूज करने वाले हैं pH मेजर करने में, which is called a pH meter. ठीक है, उस जिस इंस्ट्रूमेंट को आप यूज करोगे फॉर मेजरिंग द pH, उसको हम pH मीटर बोलते हैं, राइट? एंड समटाइम्स इट इज आल्सो कॉल्ड पोटेंशियोमीटर आल्सो, क्योंकि सेम इंस्ट्रूमेंट को यूज करके आप pH पे मेजर कर सकते हो एंड पोटेंशियल भी मेजर कर सकते हो, राइट? या इसलिए हम इसको pH मीटर भी कहते हैं, पोटेंशियोमीटर भी कहते हैं. इसलिए इसके वर्किंग, जितने भी जो भी वर्किंग जो है, यू आर गोइंग टू स्टडी इन सेमेस्टर 3 आल्सो व्हेन यू आर गोइंग टू स्टडी इलेक्ट्रोकेमिस्ट्री यूनिट. ठीक है, so this is how your pH meter looks like. ये जो ये राइट साइड वाला दिस a little older version of the pH meter, जहाँ पे थोड़ा सा टेम्परेचर वगैरह जो और जो सेटिंग कैलिब्रेशन जो है थोड़ा मैनुअल, it has to be done manually. Left hand side वाला जो है, it is a fully digital pH meter where which is the latest model, जहाँ पे everything, every key is in touch mode, right? So the instrument, the pH meter you're going to use in our lab, in our college lab, is also a fully digital pH meter. ठीक है, वो तो आप कॉलेज जाने के बाद ही पता चलेगा, right? But we still have these kind of pH meters also, which is the older model. They all work on the same principle. ठीक है, so let's see what actually is inside this pH meter and how does it work. ठीक है, तो pH मीटर और pH मेजरमेंट में हम क्या स्टडी करने वाले हैं कि अगर आपके पास कोई भी अननोन सॉल्यूशन है which is either alkaline or basic, which is either alkaline or acidic, how do we measure the pH of that unknown solution using a pH meter. ठीक है, इसके लिए आपको जानना जरूरी है कि how does that pH meter work and what are all the components of a pH meter, right? तो इसके लिए आपको you need to know, अभी उतना ज़्यादा डिटेल्स में मतलब पता नहीं चलेगा आपको, because all the details of which you are going to study in semester 3 in electrochemistry, I'm telling you again, but थोड़ा बहुत so that you are able to understand this experiment, so that since you are going to handle this instrument, थोड़ा बहुत जानना ज़रूरी है. बाकी details, in-depth knowledge you will study in semester 3, right? So I'll try my level best so that you will understand this experiment, so that you will understand the working of this instrument, right? So this whole pH meter, this whole instrument is based on the principle of an electrochemical cell or galvanic cell. So all of you must be having enough idea about what it actually is, a galvanic cell or an electrochemical cell, right? So in order to go through, the basic components of a galvanic cell are, it consists of two electrodes. One is called the cathode, another is called the anode. Again, very easy. And these two electrodes are dipped in their corresponding electrolytic solutions, right? And each compartment, that is the cathode dipped in an electrolytic solution. Anode is also dipped into a corresponding anodic solution. Sometimes the electrolytic solution may be same. The electrolytic solution may be different for both the cathodic and anodic half cell, right? And both these half cells are connected by what you call the salt bridge, right? Is this clear up to this, bache? Is any doubt? These are the three basic components of a galvanic cell. Is it okay?
Yes,
Any
ma'am.
doubt here?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
पढ़ा हुआ है यहाँ तक तो राइट सो राइट साइड में जो डायग्राम मैंने दिखा the figure which I'm showing you on the right hand side is just a very simple galvanic cell which you call the Daniell cell also, right? If you know the left hand side electrode, this is called the anodic half cell. The anode dipped into its corresponding electrolytic solution is called the anodic half cell, and the right hand side, the cathode is a copper electrode here. The copper electrode dipped in the corresponding electrolytic solution is called the cathodic half side is called this is called one half cell, which is not the anodic half. Consists of a cathodic half cell and an anodic half cell being separated from each other, being connected to each other by a salt bridge. Okay, so this is a specific example of the Daniell cell where zinc electrode dipped in zinc sulfate solution comprises of the anodic half cell, and copper electrode dipped in copper sulfate solution is known as the cathodic half cell. Okay, and these two are connected to a battery and in the outside circuit, and in inner circuit both of these are connected with the help of a salt bridge. So do you have any idea about the sign conventions of these two electrodes? क्या sign convention हम देते हैं usually electrode, a cathode or anode को in galvanic cell?
मैम कैथोड पॉजिटिवली चार्ज होता है और एनोड नेगेटिव.
Cathode is positive charged and anode is negatively charged in case of galvanic cell. All of you agree with this? Agree with her?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the reason behind assuming this, behind taking this sign convention? किस लिए हम कैथोड को पॉजिटिव चार्ज मैं बताती हूँ. The reason being galvanic cell में क्या है? What is the difference between an electrochemical cell and an electrolytic cell? Electrochemical cell में chemical reactions leads to the creation of electric current, right? And in case of electrolytic cell, because of electric current, some chemical reactions are allowed to happen. But this thing is common in both electrochemical and electrolytic cell, that cathode में reduction reaction occurs while in anode oxidation reaction occurs, right? So reduction is what? Reduction means loss of electrons. Do you agree with this? Reduction means loss of electrons. यहाँ पे इस electrode में electrons are being lost. Since electrons are being lost, what will happen? This electrode will be deficient in, I repeat once again, in this cathode, it is copper electrode, due to reduction reaction taking place, electrons will be lost. Due to loss of electrons, this cathode will suffer from deficiency of electrons. So deficiency of electrons means this electrode will carry positive charge. On the other hand, जहाँ पे where the anode is there, oxidation reaction occurs. Oxidation means gain of electrons or release of electrons, right? So since electrons are being released in this electrode, this electrode is assumed to be, is considered to be rich in electrons. Electron rich का मतलब है negative charge. So this is how the sign convention has been given in case of electrochemical or galvanic cell. Is it okay बच्चे? Sign conventions का reason क्या है? Okay or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, but what happens in case of electrolytic cell? Electrolytic cell में ये है कि the cathode is being connected to the negative charge and the anode is being connected to the positive terminal of the battery. I repeat once again, electrolytic cell, all of you know, electric current is being passed, and after that electrolytic process will happen, right? So in order to make it happen, it has to be connected to a battery, right? So cathode जो है, it is connected to the negative terminal of the battery, and anode is connected to the positive terminal of the battery. So that's why anode is positive charge and cathode is negative charge. So that's how the difference in sign convention arises in case of electrolytic and galvanic cell. Is it okay? Shall we move ahead?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So the basic concepts, all of you are aware of it. Let's just go through it briefly. Electrode. What actually is an electrode? An electrode is a metal rod or plate on which transfer of the electrode can be either in the form of a metal rod, or it can be in the form of a metal wire, or it can form a metallic plate, right? On which transfer of electrons can occur with surrounding electrolyte. Okay, and the electrolyte may be in the form of solution or molten form, because for the electrolytic reactions to occur, the ion should be free to move. So for the ions to be free to move, it has to be taken either in solution form or in molten form. Okay, and electrode are of two types, cathode and anode. Cathode is reduction occurs at cathode, oxidation occurs in anode. Electrons are being consumed at the cathode, electrons are being released at the anode, which we have already discussed. A sign positive sign in case of galvanic cell and a sign negative sign. Okay, so these are the differences which we have already discussed. And what actually is an electrolyte? अभी तो आप ionic equilibrium पूरा पढ़ चुके हो. So what is an electrolyte? This I want to hear from you. इलेक्ट्रोलाइट को कैसे डिफाइन करोगे आप लोग? हाँ जी, any one of you?
Ma'am, a substance which dissociates into its
ions
ions in solution.
Only one of you speak.
And that produce ions on dissolution in solvents.
They produce ions. Which kind of ions?
Charged ion, positively or negatively.
Ions तो charge ही होते हैं. Ions mean when you say ions, it itself takes into account charge. It produces cations on dissociation,
Okay.
or it produces anions on dissociation.
Ma'am, both.
So that you should mention in your definition, right? That produces oppositely charged ions, right? So if it produces only one type of charge, if it produces only cation or if it produces an anions, it doesn't make any sense, right? So an electrolyte is a substance that dissociates into positively charged cations and negatively charged anions in solution or molten form, right? And we are studying here the components of a galvanic cell, right? And a salt bridge. And salt bridge is used to connect the oxidation reduction half cells of a galvanic cell to complete the circuit, right? Or it is a U-shaped glass tube filled with a relatively inert electrolyte. उसमें जो electrolyte है, it should be an inert electrolyte. For example, KCl, NaCl, KNO3, ammonium nitrate, etc. So the reason for taking inert electrolyte in this case is, in the salt bridge, is since some reactions are already taking place in the cathodic half cell and anodic half cell, the components that we are taking in the salt bridge, that should not react with the components already present in the two half cells. So that's why we use inert electrolyte in a salt bridge. So the role of a salt bridge is just to maintain electrical neutrality between the two half cells, and just to connect the two half cells, but not to make its components react with the components already present in the cathodic half cell or anodic half cell, right? So there are some basic features of which kind of a salt bridge, of the components for salt bridge, right? It should not react with any of the chemicals used in a cell, right? The anion and the cation should, that is anion and cation यहाँ पर, it means the anion and cation from the salt bridge. It should not have should have similar conductivity and hence similar migratory speed. Electrolyte is often jellified with agar-agar to prevent intermixing of the fluid. So these 3 points are very important in case of a salt bridge. So why are we discussing all these things in case of in pH metry is because these are components which are there in a pH meter, which is the instrument you're going to use for determining pH of a solution. ठीक है, उसके बाद हम आगे आएंगे what is the actual experiment you are going to do today after we have complete knowledge about the instrument which you're going to use. ठीक है, आज पूरा नहीं हो पाए मतलब because it will be too much for you if we try to understand all of these things in one single class. ठीक है, so we'll make it for 2 classes. यहाँ तक ठीक है बच्चे? We have studied electrode now. Electrode में क्या क्या चीजें हैं? कैथोड होते हैं, एनोड होते हैं. What are these things? And these electrodes are dipped into electrolytic solution. What actually is an electrolyte? ठीक है, electrolyte एक such substance है which dissociates into positively charged cations and anions when in solution and molten form. The third component is a salt bridge. Salt bridge के क्या का role क्या है? What are the components that we use in a salt bridge? And suppose if we use some electrolyte in a salt bridge, what are the basic properties that should be followed when whether it can be used or cannot be used as a salt bridge? Okay, is it clear up to this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Chalo, a half cell. We are going to now study in detail about what actually are happening in those half cell. There is cathodic half cell में क्या क्या हो रहा है, anodic half cell में क्या हो रहा है, and how this can be, how these two can be combined to determine the pH of a solution. Right. Our main aim is how we can use this combination in a galvanic cell to determine the pH of any unknown solution. ठीक है. A half cell, as I've told you before also, a half cell is simply an assembly of electrode along with the corresponding electrolytic solution. ठीक है, इसमें देखो इस वाले डायग्राम में लेफ्ट हैंड साइड एनोडिक हाफ सेल, राइट हैंड साइड इज द कैथोडिक हाफ सेल. ठीक है, तो ये जो है यहाँ पर मैंने जिंक प्लेट लिया है. जिंक प्लेट इसलिए लिया है so that it has got larger surface area. So larger the surface area, greater is the possibility for the reaction, faster is the reaction that can take place, right? और यहाँ पे जो दिखाया that is the magnification of the reaction that is actually taking place in this half cell, in this anodic plate, right? So what is happening here is zinc is being dipped into zinc nitrate solution, copper is being dipped into copper nitrate solution. Copper sulfate भी ले सकते हो, zinc sulfate भी ले सकते हो, and these two are being connected with the help of a salt bridge. बाहर के circuit में it is being connected to a emitter so that it can monitor the current being developed due to these reactions taking place. So as soon as you set up, as soon as you establish this assembly, the oxidation reaction and a cathodic reaction will take place on its own, right? So what is happening in the anodic half cell? Dekho, this reaction is taking place. Zinc is being converted to zinc ions by releasing 2 electrons, right? Okay, so this is the oxidation reaction being demonstrated here, right? What's happening in cathodic half cell is, और ये जो है यहाँ पर दिखाया है this is the magnified form of the reaction that is being taking place in this. यहाँ पर जो spot है ना, इसको magnify करके यहाँ दिखाया है this thing, ठीक है? And what is happening in cathodic half cell reduction reaction is taking place. Copper 2 plus ion जो है from the solution is gaining 2 electrons and it is being converted into copper and it is being deposited on this copper plate or copper wire. So right side में जो दिखाया है anode, as you can see the anode is getting corroded. इसका जो original form होगा it must be like this before. So now after corrosion, यहाँ पर according to this reaction the anode will get corroded because zinc जो है it will get converted into zinc ion that is going into the solution. So that's why zinc is getting corroded. But on the other hand, on the cathodic side, copper ion जो है from the solution, after gaining 2 electrons, it is converted into, each copper ion is being converted into 1 copper atom and it is being deposited on the cathode. So that's why you can see the cathode is getting deposited. So it is a rule of thumb that in a galvanic or an electrolytic cell, anode gets corroded and cathode gets deposited. ठीक है? Is it okay, बच्चे?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
अभी तक we haven't touched the topic yet कि how this thing is related to pH. ठीक है? But we should know first the terms which are related, which are being related to this topic, right? What actually is electrode potential? There's one very important term which is known as electrode potential, right? So whenever you have anodic half cell and cathodic half cell, right, or when a metal is dipped into an electrolytic solution containing its ions, इसका मतलब क्या है? राइट हैंड साइड में देखो, मेटल रॉड या मेटल प्लेट जो है इसको हमने एक इलेक्ट्रोलिटिक सॉल्यूशन में डिप किया which consists of its metal ion. So let me give you a simple example. Zinc dipped into zinc sulfate solution. This is a simple example. Or copper dip in copper sulfate solution. So whenever we have a combination like this, the metal always has a tendency to lose electrons and get converted to positive metal ions. Okay. I repeat once again, whenever you have a metal rod or metal strip dipped into a solution containing its ions, containing its metal ions, the metal always have a tendency to lose electrons and get converted to positive metal ions. Or alternatively, the metal also has a tendency to take up metal ions from the solution. Okay. There are two counterbalancing reaction tendencies taking place. One tendency is the metal to lose electrons and get converted to positive metal ion. Another tendency is the metal also has the tendency to take up the metal ion from the solution. Okay. So due to these two tendencies, an equilibrium potential difference is being established between a metal and the surroundings, and this potential difference is what you call the electrode potential. Please try to understand this. एक बार ध्यान से पढ़ो. And how do you define electrode potential? देखो, whenever जब भी आप एक मेटल रॉड को एक मेटल आयन के सॉल्यूशन में डिप करते हो तो दो पॉसिबिलिटीज है. एक तो मेटल को मेटल आयन में कन्वर्ट करने का एक टेंडेंसी है, राइट. अनदर इज मेटल आयन जो है आफ्टर गेनिंग 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स मेटल में दोबारा कन्वर्ट बैक करने का पॉसिबिलिटी टेंडेंसी है, राइट. सो इन दो टेंडेंसीज के बीच में एक पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस विल बी क्रिएटेड बिटवीन दिस टू टेंडेंसीज, right? So difference between these two tendencies is being defined as the electrode potential. Okay, bachche, is this fine?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you, is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And standard electrode potential when all the chemically involved species are all in their unit activities or concentration. यहाँ पर activities का मतलब for the timing you can say it is concentration. जो भी chemically present species है, if their concentration is unity, then we can say that the electrode potential being developed, जो भी मैंने ऊपर define किया है, that term is known as will be specifically known as standard electrode potential, right? अभी के लिए उतना important नहीं है ये, that and all of you must be having enough idea about what is an electrochemical series, what is reduction potential, what is oxidation potential, right? Reduction potential, the tendency to get reduced by gaining electrons is known as the reduction potential. जैसे कि अभी मैंने example दिखाया था ना, zinc ions plus 2 electrons to give you zinc solid. So we can write similar reaction for all the metal ions, like copper ions plus 2 electrons to give you copper solid. So for all the metal ions we can write like this. So the electrode potential associated with zinc ions to convert to zinc solid, and the electrode potential associated with copper ions being converted to copper solid, these two are different. Okay, so each of this tendency, each of the potential associated with this reduction reaction is what you call the reduction potential. So similarly oxidation, अगर हमने इस reaction को उल्टा लिखा, zinc ions to give -2 electrons to give zinc solid, -2 electrons to give you zinc ions, that will be called the oxidation reaction, and that tendency to get reduced by gaining electron, ये oxidize होना चाहिए. ये definition गलत लिखा है, ठीक है, इसको change कर देना. The tendency to get oxidized by gaining electrons होना चाहिए, ठीक है, and that is known as the oxidation potential, ठीक है. So this is the usual electrochemical series that you come across in various books. A greater value of reduction potential means greater tendency to get reduced, right? So यहाँ पर compare करके देखो, एक तो copper ion है, another is a zinc ion. ठीक है, copper ion का as you can see positive charge है, zinc ion का as you can see negative charge है, and all of these are in terms of reduction potential. A greater value of reduction potential of copper indicates that it has a greater tendency to be present in the reduced form than zinc. ठीक है बच्चे, is this clear? The interpretation of this is okay? Can you understand this?
यस मैम. मैम एक क्वेश्चन था.
हाँ जी पूछिए.
मैम इसको हम जी नॉट से भी तो ले सकते हैं, दैट डेल्टा जी इज इक्वल टू माइनस एन एफ ई नॉट सेल. तो अगर ई नॉट जितना ज्यादा पॉजिटिव होगा उतनी ज्यादा
हाँ.
रिएक्शन स्पॉन्टेनियस होगी, जितना नेगेटिव होगा तो वो नॉन स्पॉन्टेनियस हो जाएगी.
That also when because अभी मैंने मतलब whatever we have discussed right now, we are assuming that your cell is spontaneous. Whatever is taking place, it will give you मतलब it will give you a proper functioning of a cell, right? But there is a specific criteria for the cell to function spontaneously. The criteria is delta G, that is the Gibbs free energy, should be negative, right? तो उसको only in one way or only in one direction we can get a negative value of delta G, right? Or E should be positive or delta G should be negative. Both of these are interrelated. That we will come later. ठीक है? That takes into account the spontaneity of a cell. ठीक है? Suppose अगर हमने copper ion को कैथोड लिया और zinc dipped in zinc sulfate solution का anode लिया, and we establish a galvanic cell. That is what you call the Daniell cell, right? So in that case, your cell will be spontaneous. इसका मतलब ये है कि delta G आपका negative आएगा, E जो है आपका E node जो है आपका positive आएगा, right? But if you interchange these two, that is अगर आपने anodic zinc वाले half cell को cathode बना दिया, copper वाले half cell को if you have made it the anode, then your cell will not function spontaneously. Is this okay? Because वहाँ पे delta G will become positive and E will become negative. Is it okay बच्चे? I haven't come to that right now. ठीक है? But यहाँ पे जो E node value जो है ना बेटा, this is not the that E, that is the E cell. उसमें उसको हम E cell के through discuss करेंगे. That is just a, this is यहाँ पर E node जो it is the standard electrode potential for one just single electrode. ठीक है? But in that case, delta G वाले जब हम आएंगे उसमें तो it will denote the E cell of the whole galvanic cell. I think I hope you understand the difference between this. यहाँ पर जो E value दिया गया है ना, it is just for a single half cell.
Yes,
But when we talk about delta
potential
G,
है,
it will be for
उसमें
the
cell
it will be
potential
for
होगा.
whole galvanic cell. That is E right hand electrode minus दोनों के difference it will give you. ठीक है? So we haven't come to that right now. So from this we will come to that E difference. So now we have a combination of a cathode and an anode. Cathode and anode यहाँ पे मतलब cathode उसके अपने corresponding electrolytic solution में dip किया, anode को भी corresponding electrolytic solution में dip किया. Then we connect it to an emitter and internal circuit को अगर हमने salt bridge से connect किया, then we have got a galvanic cell. Right. So whether our galvanic cell will work or not again will depend upon what we have discussed just now. Whether its E value जो है E cell value is positive or negative, or whether its delta G value will be positive or negative. So before that we should know what is the cell representation. Cell representation I don't think not much important, but just let's have a brief idea. सेल रिप्रेजेंटेशन हम ऐसे लिखते हैं एनोड ब्रिज कैथोड. एनोड ये डबल लाइन जो है इंडिकेट्स अ ब्रिज. इसका मतलब एनोड और कैथोड के बीच में एक ब्रिज है. एनोड ब्रिज कैथोड ऐसे भरते हैं इसको. एनोड को वी अज्यूम इट टू बी द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, कैथोड वी अज्यूम इट टू बी द राइट हैंड साइड. So EMF of this whole cell, of this whole galvanic cell will be given by E cell is equal to E cathode minus E anode, or E right hand electrode minus E left hand electrode. So this is what you call the E cell. So the value of this E cell is what is going to decide whether your cell will function spontaneously or not, which I have written below. Criterion for a cell to be spontaneous is E cell should be positive, that is E cathode should be greater than E anode, and delta G should be negative. ये दो factors है which will decide whether your cell will work or not. अगर एक direction में if your cell is not functioning proper spontaneously, then you can interchange it then it will give you an a spontaneous cell or a spontaneous galvanic cell. Okay बच्चे, is this okay up to this? कुछ डाउट है यहाँ पे? So there is an equation, a very important equation which governs the whole of electrochemistry, which is known as your very famous Nernst equation. ठीक है? So Nernst equation के ऊपर ये सब कुछ आपका जो pH जो है, आपका जो electrode potential जो है, it is all dependent on this Nernst equation. ठीक है? So if you want to write down the Nernst equation of a half cell, of an electrolytic cell, sorry, ठीक है? तो zinc solid plus copper ions giving you zinc ions and copper solid. So this is the net reaction or the combined reaction for a Daniell cell, right? Can you see this reaction?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you getting how this is coming? Zinc भी है, copper भी है, दोनों को combined किया, and how it is converted to zinc ions and how copper ion is converted to copper.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So for this whole reaction, which is representing a Daniell cell, right? So we can write down the Nernst equation like this. E, यहाँ पर E जो है, this is the E cell. ठीक है? E cell is equal to E naught cell. यहाँ पर भी E naught का मतलब E naught cell ही है, minus 2.303 RT upon NF log of Q. तो Q यहाँ पर लिखा है मैंने, देखो, the expression for Q is like this. Q is equal to जिंक आयन का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन डिवाइडेड बाय कॉपर आयन का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. ठीक है? यहाँ पर E जो है, दिस इज सेल पोटेंशियल और E सेल अंडर स्पेसिफिक कंडीशंस. E node is the cell potential at standard states, and if you want to expand this E node is given by E node is equal to E node cathode, that is right hand electrode, minus E node of the left hand electrode. And what is E node? E node is standard electrode potential. ठीक है? And standard electrode potential जो है, at a condition of temperature and pressure, standard electrode potential for a given electrode is constant. So that's why E node value जो है for a particular galvanic cell, it should be constant. ठीक है? तो यहाँ पर E node cell जो है, it is nothing but E node of the cathode minus E node of the anode. E node cathode is constant. E node anode is also constant at particular conditions of temperature and pressure. So that's why E node cell will be a constant for a given galvanic cell, right? But here E cell jo hai, I cannot say it is a constant because it depends upon this log Q. Log Q will depend upon the changing concentration of zinc ions and copper ions. So that's why E cell is a variable, not a constant. Is it okay, बच्चे? और यहाँ पर N जो है, it is the number of electrons being transferred. For example, यहाँ पर मैंने combine लिखा है, जो reaction जो लिखा है मैंने, this is a combined reaction for the whole galvanic cell. But if we divide it into cathodic half cell and anodic half cell, ये देखो ये सारे हैं, तो इलेक्ट्रॉन एक्सचेंज यहाँ पर भी 2 है, यहाँ पर भी 2 है. So that's why N जो है, this is 2 here in case of our Daniell cell. बच्चे, is this okay? The rest of the terms are familiar to you, R and T.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
तो when you write
Yes,
Q,
ma'am.
the right hand side वाले product concentration को पहले लिखते हैं, फिर divided by the product of the ions which are being present on the reactant side. Ions ही लिखा है मैंने. We will not write the solid state which have been present there. So this is the basic form of Nernst equation for any for any cell. So you can write the Nernst equation for any half cell also. Half cell का भी लिख सकते हो. Once you know the taking place, you can always write down the Nernst equation. ठीक है? ठीक है, लिख लिया ना इक्वेशन?
Yes, ma'am.
और यहाँ पर जो ई नोट राइट हैंड इलेक्ट्रोड लेफ्ट हैंड इलेक्ट्रोड जो है ना, दिस इज नथिंग बट द वैल्यूज विच आर बीइंग इंडिकेटेड, या जो यहाँ पर इंडिकेट किया हुआ ना, ई नोट वैल्यूज है विच आर अवेलेबल इन लिटरेचर, विच आर कांस्टेंट वैल्यूज. कांस्टेंट है तभी तो लिटरेचर में मतलब लिस्टेड आउट है, राइट? So you can see from here that the E cell value, that is a cell potential of the whole galvanic cell, depends upon the difference of the standard electrode potential, and it also depends upon the changing concentration of the oxidized and reduced species in the whole cell. ठीक है? So now let's come to, whenever you have a pH meter or a potential meter, you can see that two types of electrodes are being present here. Two types of electrode, यहाँ पर भी cathode और anode है. उन cathode और anode को we can again classify into two types of electrodes also. एक तो reference electrode होता है, एक तो indicator electrode है. तो दोनों कैथोड और एनोड ही है, but still according to their functioning, according to the performance in the pH meter or in the instrument, we can classify them either as a reference electrode or an indicator electrode. The one is the electrode whose potential remains constant for a fixed electrolytic concentration. ठीक है? And with the changes with the change in concentration of the species of the analyte. Analyte का मतलब यहाँ पर ये है कि suppose if we have 0.1 normal HCl solution, ठीक है, और अगर हमने एक कॉम्बिनेशन लिया, एक कैथोड और एनोड का कॉम्बिनेशन लिया, और पूरे दोनों कॉम्बिनेशन को अगर हमने HCl 0.1 नॉर्मल HCl सॉल्यूशन में डिप किया, तो व्हाट विल हैपन, रेफरेंस इलेक्ट्रोड का पोटेंशियल जो है इट विल रिमेन कांस्टेंट, बट इंडिकेटर इलेक्ट्रोड का पोटेंशियल जो है इट विल चेंज with the change in a pH of in which you are dipping in. So that's why we call it the indicator electrode. ठीक है? So the that change will indicate the number of H plus ions or the number of OH ions which are being present in the analyte solution or the unknown solution. यहाँ पर analyte का मतलब है unknown solution, right? So examples of reference electrode, we're going to study this one by one. Normal hydrogen electrode, saturated calomel electrode, silver chloride electrode, and in case of indicator electrode, metal electrode can also be used, hydrogen electrode, quinhydron electrode, glass electrode. Okay, so these are various examples of reference electrodes and indicator electrode. Okay, and let's see how these two types of electrode work in a pH meter. So now we are coming closer to Hanji.
नॉर्मल हाइड्रोजन इलेक्ट्रोड और हाइड्रोजन इलेक्ट्रोड में क्या डिफरेंस होएगा?
I'll let you know. Hydrogen first you will try to understand what actually is a hydrogen electrode, how does it work. उसके बाद ही you will be able to distinguish between normal hydrogen electrode and hydrogen electrode. First we will see the functioning. दिखाती हूँ, रुको. ये हाइड्रोजन इलेक्ट्रोड है, ठीक है. These are all of these we are considering the half cell, ठीक है. हाफ सेल का मतलब है कि इलेक्ट्रोड है which is being dipped to a solution, ठीक है. So now coming to your question, सबसे पहले let's try to understand what actually is a hydrogen electrode and how hydrogen electrode ऐसा electrode है which can use either as a reference electrode also, it can be used as an indicator electrode also, depending on the components which you are taking inside it, right? So a hydrogen electrode consists of, ये जो है this will be a platinum wire, ठीक है. प्लेटिनम वायर है और नीचे जो है प्लेटिनम वायर इज बीइंग अटैच्ड टू अ प्लेटिनम प्लेट, ठीक है. सो द रिएक्शन कैन अंडरगो फास्टर, इसको प्लेटिनम प्लेट में से अटैच किया है, राइट. एंड नाउ यहाँ पर थ्रू दिस नोजल हाइड्रोजन गैस इज बीइंग पास्ड कंटिन्यूअसली, ठीक है. सो व्हाट वी कैन से इज दैट, एंड नाउ दिस प्लेटिनम प्लेट इज इन कॉन्टैक्ट विद, इसको हमने एक 0.1 molar HCl solution, H plus का मतलब एक acidic solution है, I'm taking HCl solution है, HCl solution में dip किया. So this whole combination is giving you a hydrogen electrode. So it is an example of gas ion electrode. Gas ion electrode in the sense कि hydrogen gas जो है it is passed through a solution containing its ions. H H2 का ions is H plus. ठीक है, so this is an example of gas ion electrode. So how does it work? The reaction being taking place there is H plus जो है it is gaining electron to give you H2 gas in the form of reduction. Reduction की form में लिखा है मैंने, right? So this is the actual reaction being taking place here. H plus जो है एक इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन करके it is being converted to H2 gas. ठीक है, तो ये बैलेंस इक्वेशन यहाँ पे मैंने लिखा है, right? So how it can be used as a reference electrode here is the concentration of, यहाँ पर मैंने एक acid solution में dip किया है. So whenever the concentration of this acid solution is constant, the electrode potential will be constant here. क्योंकि देखो यहाँ पर देखो, if we write down the Nernst equation, E is equal to E naught minus RT upon NF.
Ma'am, your
Hydrogen
voice not
raised to the... Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Now you're
Yes,
audible.
ma'am. Now it's fine.
I repeat once again, whenever you write down the Nernst equation, wherever gaseous form is present, उसका pressure form लिखना है, right? And whenever ions form is present, उसको concentration form में लिखना है, right? So right hand side वाले पहले लिखोगे आप natural log of hydrogen in terms of gas. So pressure of hydrogen raised to the power half the stoichiometric coefficient, right? And नीचे जो है electron नहीं लिखना, H plus, the concentration of H plus ion. So this is the Nernst equation of a hydrogen electrode. ठीक है, so from this you can see that this whole electrode potential
Ma'am, you're not audible.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Hello?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Now we can hear
तो
you.
यहाँ तक आपको इक्वेशन समझ आ गया आपको बच्चे? ये इक्वेशन नर्ड्स इक्वेशन समझ आ गया आपको कि कैसे लिखा है मैंने? हेलो हेलो
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, तो नाउ फ्रॉम दिस इक्वेशन यू कैन सी दैट E वैल्यू जो है it is completely dependent on this whole term. So this term contains pressure of hydrogen gas. This contains the concentration of H plus ion. So if we have a if we are passing the hydrogen gas through this nozzle, यहाँ पर हम hydrogen gas continuously pass कर रहे हैं. इस hydrogen gas को अगर हमने 1 atmospheric pressure, constant atmospheric pressure पे pass किया, अगर हमने acid solution that is H plus को acid का भी एक concentration, yeah, suppose 1 molar concentration, 0.1 molar concentration, then we can say that E value जो है will be a constant value. So that's why hydrogen electrode is as a reference electrode, क्योंकि at a fixed concentration of acid and at a fixed pressure of hydrogen gas being passed, the E value of hydrogen electrode remains constant. So that's why it can be used as a reference electrode. Is this okay, बच्चे?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Acha, now coming to your exam, your this thing कि what is the difference between hydrogen electrode and normal hydrogen electrode? ठीक है. Normal hydrogen electrode में हम इसलिए बोलते हैं कि यहाँ पर अगर हमने 1 molar H plus ion and 1 normal H plus ion is the same as long as you have monobasic acid. ठीक है. So when you have one normal HCl solution or one normal acid solution, we call it usually normal hydrogen electrode. ठीक है, so that, और अगर हमने if we keep changing the concentration of this, we can use hydrogen electrode as the this thing indicator electrode also. So in that case, E value will change with the change in a concentration of H plus ion. ठीक है? So another is, but this hydrogen electrode is rarely used as a even though it can be used as a reference electrode theoretically, but there are various limitations. These are prone to various kind of reaction on through various reactions with reagent present in the atmosphere. That's why hydrogen electrode को हम कम ही बहुत rarely as a reference electrode use करते हैं, right? So one very important reason is hydrogen gas has to be passed continuously at a constant pressure of 1 atmosphere, which is difficult to maintain. ठीक है? Second is cannot be used in solutions containing reducible species. Reducible species present होगा, so it may interfere with the half cell reaction being taking place, right? And easily poisoned by catalytic poison. So because due to some of these reasons, hydrogen electrode is very rarely used as a reference electrode, even though it can be used theoretically, right? So आगे जो है, there are various examples of reference electrodes and indicator electrode. Indicator electrode का है, और दोनों चीजों को combine करके we will come to one conclusion how these electrodes, after combination of these electrodes, can be used for determining pH of a given unknown solution. So we'll do gradually. Let's stop here for today, because this is a new topic, it will be difficult for you people to digest. So next time जो class में आओगे, तो I will ask you some questions that can be
Ma'am, you are not audible.
Ma'am, you are not audible.
am I audible now?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What I was saying is, let's do up to here for today only. Okay, because this since the new topic, it will be difficult for you people to digest. So from next class onwards, जो भी मैंने पढ़ाया आज, अब थोड़ा सा पढ़ के आना. It may be in the form of viva also. ठीक है, and we will continue from here only. ठीक है. So let's stop here for today.